Since the dawn of man, heroes have gone on awe-inspiring quests, and some have gone through the desert to a ruin.
Wait. No, that's not very exciting. Introducing the Rune Explorers! Digitally remastered in 5.1, it contains all 4 episodes. And this cute cat-looking girl, too, as well. Well, she's actually half squirrel, but who cares? Woo! Rune Explorers, the most essential anime for your collection! The quest for ultimate power begins now with Rune Explorers! And that's enough of that. I'm the Cat in the Hat. If you are a frequent watcher of video reviewers on the internet, you may at some point have heard someone mention before that most modern fantasy settings like taking square feet out of J.R.R. Tolkien's backyard to use for their own story, and for the most part this exactly holds true. However, when taking into consideration that we are here today to look at a Japanese medieval fantasy, the norm is now to have all powerful magic users be attractive women, the villains to be utter spawns of Satan or distant relatives of Team Rocket, and for there to be catgirls. Lots and lots of catgirls. If Lord of the Rings is considered standard fantasy for the West, then in the East you have a combination of Lotos Slayers and Escaflowne to basically cover every angle. And even that might be trimmed down for some people. But take pretty much every fantasy anime out there, and it's quite rare for them not to have one, if not all, of these traits. So Rune Explorer's ragtag band of married women includes the cursed magic user, now swordsman, Eerie, and her trusty magical sidekick, Squirrel Girl, Fam. When she was a child, Eerie was the apprentice to a powerful magician, and after pissing him off one too many times, he decides to place a curse on her so that she may never use magic again, which doesn't actually stop her from using magic, it just happens to change her into a mouse every time she does it. Fun times. Then she has to use some magic pepper balls to change her back into her boyish figure. So the gist of the show is that Eerie is in search of the great ultimate power of the universe, known as the Philosopher's Stone. I mean, no, not memory shards. I mean, the answer to life, no, that's not it. Oh, right. It's the mystical, magical MacGuffin just known as the ultimate power, as vague as that is. And that's basically all the important parts in a nutshell. Get it? Nutshell? Because Fam's a squirrel. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Anyway, so like any other 90s anime and fantasy, everything is pretty much cut and dry. Swords, magic, and MacGuffin. Done. There's not much to distinguish Rune Explorers from anything else, from the plot to the music. The animation is on par with other shows from the 90s, and there's nothing there that screams, "Watch me! Watch me! Watch me!" as the show is drowned out by every other show like it with the same format. It's at this point in the review that I would talk about and compare works from the same animation studio, but this one has got 5 of them. Not 1, but 5. It's like none of them wanted to take singular credit for this show, so we move to the next important staff position, the director. Rune Explorers was directed by Takashi Mori, whose credits mostly include working on storyboards for various shows, but is mainly credited for the original creation and direction of a show called... Vandred. On second thought, no, I'm not going to talk about Vandred. The dub is standard of fare, and released at a time where I think it would be pretty safe to say that it's pre-Bebop, as they were both sent out during the same year, so the Bebop quality had yet to fluctuate and pass on to other studios. So, if you are too spoiled by all the new dubs, you could either stick with the Japanese or bear the English. However, if you are not spoiled by newer dubs, then you probably won't care, and the English will just do fine for you. And that's it. No, that was quick. To the final verdict! Rune Explorers is a very common take on the fantasy genre that can serve as a quick fix for your fantasy cravings should you ever have one. Or your furry fetish, whichever takes your fancy. Unfortunately, there is nothing about it that makes it stand out. Everything from the art to the plot to the characters has obvious elements taken from other, more popular shows from the same genre, and it just doesn't fit right. On the plus side, it is only 4 episodes long, so it doesn't bore you to death and is at a reasonable length for what it is. Still, I can't even give this thing a rent. Even the good bits about the show are forgetful, and considering how you probably would have to go out of your way to attain a copy of Rune Explorers anyway in order to watch it, it's not really a hassle unless you're a heavy fantasy fan, in which case you probably already got it, maybe, I don't know. I really wish I liked it more, but them's the breaks. And that's it from me. Until next time, stay frosty, everyone.